Hello everyone! Welcome to another stream. Just wanted to let it run for a minute, make sure everything was working. Okay. I'm also gonna bring it up on my own phone so I can keep an eye on it. But yes, welcome! It's nice to see everybody again. I know I missed you all on Thursday. I'm really sorry about that. I had a dentist appointment. I had an infection and I have to go see him again on next Thursday too, unfortunately. But I'm okay today for streaming, that's for sure. What the heck? I'm having some weirdness with the app here. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I got it. Alrighty. So, last time... By the way, obviously there's a big old spoiler on the screen there, but if you haven't seen anything up to this point, I recommend starting from the beginning of my videos. I have all of the VODs for these streams on my YouTube channel. Because this is kind of a very story-heavy, character-heavy game. But if you haven't seen anything up to this point, there's going to be some very heavy Danganronpa 2 spoilers. And that said, I'd also like to ask that anybody watching live do not spoil anything in the chat. Don't spoil anything in my chat on my videos either, please and thank you. I'd really appreciate that. And no hints unless I actually ask for them. Anyway, last time we lost two characters, as you can see in the background there. We lost Ibuki and we also lost Hyoko. The hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? What? Hyoko and... Who the hell's that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
Could it be two victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. So last time... we walked in on the first body, but nobody else was here, so we ran out to find some people and we brought them back, and when we came back, a second body was here that wasn't here before. So that's what's going down right now. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible! It's impossible for killings to happen on this island! Well, no it's not. We've already had two before this.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot!
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
Yes! But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There is a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. We already know who it is. With a motorized sound, like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the bag, okay? As we suspected, even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're so wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. bringing everyone?
Ah!
Oh god. They're gonna be walking in on this nightmare.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here?
That is
Hipoki and...
impossible.
What?
So two people have been killed.
What?
Well there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who are at the hospital. The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Although I just noticed that Akane's and Nagito are acting normal again. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Hey!
Over? Yeah, 'cause I got bored.
That's...
For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Phew!
Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. Yay, Hope Boy's back.
The Monokuma file!
Of course.
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This
Again?
cannot be.
We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two,
Let me tell you
then we
this.
cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it!
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do you
Abandon your overdependence and compliance this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? I guess. Nekomaru. Huh?
That's weird.
That's strange, I'm crying. What happened to me? It looks like lingering after effects of despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Unfortunately, seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Leave it to me!
Please leave Nikumaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do the very best that no one ever was.
Alrighty!
Alrighty, I'll definitely bring Nikumaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nikumaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you.
Then
Let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then, we need to end this nightmare once and for all.
Huh?
Like, I've been putting up for this for a while.
Hey!
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Soda left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file. Okay. One thing at a time, right? Oh god. I mean, of course, Hyoko was a definite brat, but she doesn't deserve to die. No one does. There's two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoko Sionji. Ibuki's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no external injuries, so she did indeed hang herself. Hyoko's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. Oh shit. Appears her death was instant. At least she didn't suffer, I guess. What? Is this it? So no time of death, no location. I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue? Well, we didn't know how Hyoko died from the beginning, but... yeah, that's not a lot. And we all know from the last game, whenever a detail is left out of the Monokuma file, that means it's important. It's strange, why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave, right? Absolutely. So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? Maybe... I'm guessing maybe Hyoko, like, rocked in on something she wasn't supposed to, because she did tend to stick her nose into places, like, the last time she was there at the murder scene, too. A reason for killing 2 people, regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find
my
out.
bad. I hope you liked my impression. Also, I'll definitely find out the truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. Seriously, that was a good impression. I'd rather really prefer if she had gone confident-sounding catchphrase. Anyway, wow, okay, so this is crazy. We got 2 murders and a lot of stuff to look into. So let's start by talking to everyone.
Something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki was sang for Yuyuhiko. I know, and it wasn't the best song ever, but it was very nice of her. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Ha! Such a tragedy. It really is. We were just starting to see a good side of Hyoko. I understand how you feel, but please, get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself, woman. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this again, then. For the sake of the 2 who were fallen. Indeed, indeed, indeed. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should check on everybody at the hospital is doing one more time before I went to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if I could help look for her. Oh, that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I could doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. True. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before this morning, the morning announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least! Okay. What happened to not doubting me? Oh, interesting. Okay, so her account's been added. I mean, we're literally her alibi, because she was sleeping on top of us. Talk to... Oh, okay, well, I guess we're looking at the stage. Oh, I see. Wait, alright, fine. That's fine. We'll start here. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
Oh. It looks like someone was dragged, doesn't it? If you look closely... You're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Oh, okay, wait. This isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still...
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? Interesting. If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? We already know nothing's ever as it looks, right? I guess we'll look at the body. Hyoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied up the front. Did the killer do this too? Oh my god, I hope somebody didn't do something to her. But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Nabuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everybody before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short time? It has to be, right? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Someone who doesn't have an alibi.
Hey!
Could it also be possible that that Hyoko killed Ibuki and then someone killed her? I hope that's not the case. Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way!
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside her kimono.
Huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would be a problem if she was alive. But she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it. I just have to ask somewhere else.
Hey!
Hey, Kane.
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside the kimono. So can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check her kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Kane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape, binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
What the is that a key? What is that? There's something... Is this what you're looking for? He is smart, isn't he? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
It looks different than the keys to the cottage. So this may be the key to her motel room. Though that's right, because she locked herself in, right? The key to her motel room? Huh.
But...
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude that this is something Hyoko had with her all along.
Hey.
So many mysteries, man. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all of these mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
The way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on her neck. Don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? But we have the frickin' Monokuma file. What were they expecting? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? Or maybe they're just stopping the blood from dripping all over the place, because that would have been something. If her body was left alone after her throat is slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Yes, exactly. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That is enough to make anyone faint. If Toko was here, I'd almost suspect it was her. But it's not. No one has fainting blood disease in this game. The stepladder is tipped over to the side. You know what I just noticed immediately? There's blood on it. Look! Guys, look! There's no blood on it here! Isn't that interesting? This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video. Isn't that a blood stain? Okay, I'm glad you noticed it too, Chiaki. Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. So, was I right?
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, Toko would have passed right out and then turned into Genocide Jill. A blood stain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the ladder. What does this mean? This is a very strange thing, isn't it? I mean, that makes it mean that it's possible Hyoko killed her. Or helped kill her in some way. But we saw her climbing while no one was there, so... I don't know, this is weird though. I definitely think there's something to this. There's a massive kendo positioned near the front of the stage, though I don't know why Hyoko would kill Ibuki. The dull light in that video must have been coming from the candle. The candle, this huge, must be perfect for lighting, but... they didn't need to bother using a candle, they could have just used the normal stage lighting. That's true, isn't it? You know what I'm starting to think? I don't know how it's possible yet, but I'm starting to think that at least one of these 2 girls was killed somewhere else. That would explain the bloodstain, the lighting? We'll have to see. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why does she have a hemp bag on her head? That's true, right? That is strange. Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal in the fabric. Looks like this isn't a normal bag. This was the one that Monokuma was trying to get us to get earlier. From the movie theater, you remember? It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. True. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue is a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it in from there? That means nobody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan. Do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well...
Yes, she had no external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I get it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. It is a clue. I don't know what he knows that we don't, but it is a clue. This pillar is kind of strange, as well. Oh, I haven't looked at the body yet. Oh, I don't like seeing that. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she's wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? Whoa, they're covered in blood. I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. So, it belongs to Hyoko, but what the hell?
Damn right.
Oh my god, what? I thought it was the other way around. Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp egg, though. But I knew right away she was dead, since she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
Well...
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. But we didn't technically personally see it, we saw it on a monitor. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own. So right after that... Wait, hold on. Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after. Does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happen at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. No, there isn't. This is incredibly elaborate. Like, this is planned. This has to have been extremely planned out. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater! It's over 86 degrees Fahrenheit! Oh, damn, that's hot. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. That's very weird. Why would you want to heat up the place like that? There's a control panel on the wing. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw... It had a dim candlelight ambience to it. And it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that it would have been inconvenience for them? That is very weird.
So you have appeared.
I see, so you noticed too, fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just a little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that apparent item? Look at the baton Whoa, wait, hey! What is that? You mean that? Here's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. Indeeders. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time, and...
I can see it!
There's no need!
Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
What he said. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark divas of destruction! A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand, and ran up to the baton lighting in the ceiling in a flash. Oh my god, look at him go! Superhero hamster! It started running around to slip of paper in the rapid circles. That was a tongue twister. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder!
Wow!
Wow, that is amazing! I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
It was Jumpy. His hamsters, I found out this recently, his hamsters were named after different manga associations, so like Jumpy was named after Shonen Jump. They're my four dark divas of destruction! Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. Yeah, like... Gundam is definitely a weeaboo. Or, if he's from Japan, I guess just a straight-up anime fan. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. That's extremely odd. I don't know what it's about, though. I can't even figure it out. There's a thick black curtain at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. Can't reach from one end to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. I don't remember exactly, but I do feel like the curtain wasn't there before. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for the crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. True. That's very strange. My thought is like atmospheric. Like, it almost seems like they were trying to make like a really dark atmosphere for the video, but I think there's more to it than that. I really want to look at this. What is going on here? Oh my god. You know what that is? That's the monitor. That's one of the 2A monitors. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too,
Kazu,
must be the will
soda,
of causality.
put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing the murder in front of the camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera? And that's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit has been added. So they're saying that the killer didn't want the full-on murder to be shown on the camera. I don't know really if that's true, or if there's a different reason for it. I feel like there's more to it than that. Did you direct your gaze at the brave stature of my 4 dark divas of destruction? Yes, I did. They're fucking adorable, dude. Hey, are you okay? You not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nikamaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
It's weird. It's no way. I've got that kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nikamaru's not here. Nikamaru will definitely come back. You're right. We gotta believe in him. We have to believe he's gonna come back. He's our friend. And it'd be so tragic if he died that way. Hajime, this might be impudent for me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself, no! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see, that's disappointing. Oh, Hajime... Dude, you're acting a bit of a jerk. Like, I know Nagito is weird and he did some really weird shit in the last time and he kind of tried to murder someone, but, like, he's definitely trying to help this time around, I feel.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it appears like it's broken. What happened to it? Oh.
Like...
It's something like that was in front of the door. You think it might really be a clue? A big clue? Why would this be a clue? But Hajime, what do you mean, why? Remember when we came to the music venue? It's probably holding the door closed. If it won't, yeah, it was holding the fucking door closed. That explains it. See, I originally thought someone might have locked the door. The door was locked when we came to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to the door here. Well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? This broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
That's a good question. I mean, the music venue doesn't have windows. The store's the only entrance. Well, it didn't really hold it so well, did it? Because we fucking, like, barged in, like, pretty easily. It was two girls, Fuyuhiko and Hajime. None of us are that strong. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape.
Like...
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke the door down to the music venue. They waited till we already arrived at the scene to join us. But that would be exactly the same as the last time, wouldn't it?
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? Wasn't that exactly the same as... No, last time Peko climbed out the window. If that's the case, there might be some evidence of that around here.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let that killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was a cool entrance.
Yeah?
It was. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob right where the left door... Blah, blah, blah. There's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Nom. Why are you putting that in your mouth? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop. And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Well then! Besides that bit of about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? So, that might be it, Seal. The drumstick might not have been all that was holding the door closed. That would definitely explain it. What is that? No, next to Nagito. What is that? Oh, okay, well it won't let me click on it. I was just checking to make sure we didn't miss anything. Let's check the storage room for sure. How many times the storage room's been super important in these? Oh, hi, Nagito. He thinks so, too. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room, too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. It probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why. This case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. He's
Hajime.
making somewhat a bit of sense, though, actually. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. He'll kill for hope, but I definitely don't think this was him. Because he was fucked up in the hospital. Really? You might end up confusing us again. Don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind if I die. That's the main reason why. I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I will just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first, and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the Motive Theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. I'm calling it the Motive Theater from now on. Motive Theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie Motive Theater? Let's see. There's carpeting, wallpaper, paint, probably used for storage. This thick, black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the side of this wallpaper, and it looks exactly like the wallpaper used on the pillar outside. And the edge of this paper looks a little torn. What does this mean? Okay, I thought we were gonna get a truth bullet for that, but we didn't. Who cares about the camera? There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there's also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Okay. I guess I was expecting you to be like, oh, a drumstick's missing. There's a lot of stickers of the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, I feel like there's less stickers. Am I overthinking this? Absolutely not. We've seen those stickers before twice. Once on Hiyoko, and once on the pillar. You see your whole body in this, mirror. It's probably used to checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check out how you look. But, I guess it's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go check the music venue, okay? Didn't get a single truth bullet, but we did have an interesting conversation with Nagito. Alright, with this, we might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results. Alright, let's get that then. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. Oh, okay. They covered up the time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the venue hot. But that's weird. Yes, it is. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time? I agree, as long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. No, I'm starting to very much think that it was Hiyoko and then Ibuki. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everybody already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this? Oh, it's based on the killing order, and the way they were killed. It's clearly imitation of that movie. Oh, so she's seen the movie, and I guess Chiaki has too. That movie! I told you guys you were gonna see that movie. The assumption is an imitation murder is a reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this really was imitation of that movie, then it's possible that one person might have been killed. More than one person might have been killed.
This too
It's certainly
must be the will
conceivable.
of causality.
If the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec, what are y'all talking about? An imitation murder, one more person might be killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? No worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could get killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. That's right, that was made a rule earlier.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Wasn't that already added? Or was that the last game? I might be thinking about the last game. That was a rule at some point. Well, if killing everybody at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Well, this time there won't be. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not going crazy, Zeal. Thank you for helping me with that. They must have forgotten. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see, as expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this a possibility at all, but I don't want to even think that someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, that's what I wanted to know too. What happens if there's 2 killers?
Huh?
I really hope that's not the case, but I'm starting to think it is.
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right? But, okay, it could have been that Ibuki murdered Hyoko. And listen to my reasoning on this. My reason for thinking is because Ibuki had gullible disease. I think it's possible somebody could have got her to kill Hyoko for them without her wanting to.
I am concerned.
That's a possibility. I'm not saying that's what happened, and also it could be that literally somebody else is out there. It also could be that Hyoko killed Ibuki. But, like, for them to happen at the same time by one person is very difficult right now. If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right!
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay! I'll make sure something like that never happens. Oh, alright. Meaning, 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ah!
I don't like this.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer. Oh, never mind. At a given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Okay, so there could have been an accomplice, though. That's still a possibility. Someone could have helped murder one of the 2.
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. Damn straight, motherfucker. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
Yep, that makes things a little easier. Thank you, Chiaki. That fucking cleared up a lot, actually.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Face your powerlessness!
it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be that you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what? The movie, idiot. Hajime, come on, man! You're not this stupid!
So...
Like I said, that movie! Oh my god, I can't word!
Oh my!
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good
Of
instinct.
course, it's an imitation of that movie!
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. They're hard when they're similar, like I keep wanting to say motive instead of movie. I seriously can't with this. As if they copied the movie motive. I see Nagito mentioned something like that. But he also said it couldn't be a motive before. Then it can't be helped, I guess I'll have to rely on my gut feelings. Oh.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's too late, I think. I'm sorry if you guys don't like that I skip over the flashbacks, but you guys aren't, like... you guys aren't goldfish. I'm sure you remember what happened 5 minutes ago. And I don't feel like reading the lines over again. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. Looks like I need to do that! If it's a really important flashback, I'll read it. Then I should be going too. There's other places I want to investigate. Me too. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. Oh god, I hate that hospital. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. Yeah, I didn't think you did. Honestly, they drive me crazy. I hate this shit in anime. Like, one of my favorite anime of all time is Naruto Shippuden. But that anime has so many flashbacks, and they drive me out of my fucking mind. I can't even stand it. Anytime anything flashbacks, especially if it's something that happened literally 5 minutes ago, like, don't assume your audience is stupid. I know there are probably people who would forget, but I don't think they'd be playing this kind of a game. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital, too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. I know that flashbacks are kind of infamous in these games. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it all until the end. Hopefully we'll have enough time, but yes, we have 3 things to go check out still, so we got lots to do, guys. And we're almost an hour through. We've literally been in here this whole time. I can't even. But them's the breaks, I guess. But yeah, I didn't think you guys would mind. Give me just one quick second. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. Right, I'm back. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for that. I really needed that. Alright, let's check the hospital out. We've been here, so I'm hoping there's not gonna be too much to look at.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's really been a few days. Yeah, I wanted to check out the upstairs as well. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines are lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there's any other surveillance units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras, too?
Man...
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and the surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. What he's basically saying is that 2 monitors go with each other and they can't go with other separate monitor units.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't be able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys are able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. Yeah, exactly, that's what I said. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them, and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. Unless it was him, which I'm not. I could see it. I am suspicious of him, and a couple other people. Should go over this notice real quick. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. If patients do not need to be accompanied, overnight stays by non-patients are forbidden. Apparently, only one person can accompany the infected, thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. I think that's important. The surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this. So it's useless.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's
You're
right.
dead on with that, Chiaki. Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yep, that's exactly it. I saw the strange video in that surveillance camera unit. A strange video. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away... This scared the crap out of me the first time we saw it. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because, their face was covered. But now, I know that must have been Ibuki. Why I gasped when I saw this was because her hair. Like, you can see it's her hair, like, pretty easily. Not as easily as I'm thinking now, though. She walked right up to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed the stepladder on her own free will, then grabbed that rope and... that's all I saw. But this definitely was a startling image. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was really an old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. What, you couldn't tell? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, she climbed the stepladder on her own. Does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide. I am really scared about this, but I think somebody might have used her gullible disease to kill her. I don't see... Ibuki would never commit suicide. Like, not on her own free will. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You...
Hey, don't think for too long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way she'd be able to figure it out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. The conference room. I'm heading there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. Okay, so she's a little embarrassed. She doesn't know, but I think I have an idea. Okay, let's go to the conference room. She was upset because she didn't know. That's a gamer thing, man. Any of us here are gamers. We all have a little bit of pride, right? Not being able to figure something out. Hi, Akane! It's nice to see her back to normal. I'm really getting back to my normal self.
Alright!
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. Okay. I mean, any straight person I feel like would take that offer. Hajime, something you're not telling us? She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. Really? Rude! She'd beat me up if I said it out loud. Hajime, what the fuck? Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea. But it looks like they're out of stock. Looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There wasn't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on! What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross! Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser. She was sick when she was wearing it. They both were. I wouldn't put that on. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta get back soon. Well, it's okay, since I already investigated the music venue. But leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Clearly. You left Mikan there by herself. It's a very dumb thing to do. I guess you should check each room. Oh, nope. Never mind. See if we can. Okay, so I guess he doesn't care about the patient's rooms. Okay, sweet! So let's go where we've been very curious about for quite a while now. Oh. I wasn't expecting to walk up the stairs, I was actually kinda... weird. Cool, more creepy crap. It's an MRI room, it's not that creepy. It's a little creepy. Conference room. And there's something else over here. Staff room. There's 2 rooms up here? Okay. I don't like there's 2 rooms up here. What's this? It's pitch black, I can't see anything! Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It might be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Aw, bummer. Troll fail. What the frick, Chiaki? No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes for a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And here we go. I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely block out the light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain. Oh. My god. A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So, is there something wrong with that? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I don't know. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. Oh, really? Okay, guys, like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Really, you're not thinking anything else about this, Hajime. It's a folding desk. They probably arranged these inside the conference room during these meetings. Nothing that catches my eye. It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room after all. This probably isn't a clue. I should look somewhere else. I don't know how yet, though. I can't think of how it would be possible yet, but... So is this room locked? No, it's not! Oh, okay, I think this is where... This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. Not the projector. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure that room is a big deal. If this is only an on-call room, working in a hospital might be tough work. So it is, actually. If a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? There's a bed. I believe that Mikan was using this room to sleep, and she was the only one allowed in here because of the rule. No, that's not the time to rest. I should be investigating. And I'd be suspicious of her, but she was sleeping on us. So, but somebody else could have come in here and used that room to sleep. I'm thinking maybe the conference room could have been used to stage the murder, but I don't know how that would work as Ibuki. We clearly saw her in both locations. It's very strange. I don't know. I might be overthinking it. I do think it's weird that we had to go there to begin with. Usually in this game, not a single clue is unimportant. Like, everything is important in some way. But we'll see. We have a bunch of other stuff. Before we go to the movie theater, because we're gonna be watching the movie in there, let's check out the hotel quick, because it's gonna be a smaller little situation. 2 people here? I just remembered. I never went inside any of the rooms in the hotel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster just to ask. Well, there's Fuyu right there.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel. And when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
You met up with Mikan and me. And then I went back to the music venue. The entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door. And discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there, too. Yep, that's what happened.
Hey!
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... It was... Monomi? And Gundam. At the hotel. Okay, so like... Gundam basically has an alibi, right? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see. So, Soda and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? I could see them working together.
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? Yeah, so we have an alibi too. We were with Fuyu. And we were with Mikan. So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be true, but... Well, we're at it. Let me tell you my alibi, too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking at the front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. Okay, so they were together. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, we were circling around the island. We came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled around?
Well...
No. We went to the movie theater. That street full of machines to look for Ibuki. But we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable of you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Yoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body...
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
The only reason I don't think it's Fuyu, outside of the fact that from a story perspective, that means that Pekko's sacrifice would have been completely wasted, is that he... I don't know, I just don't feel like it's him. And he was with us, he was with Ibuki. Or, not Ibuki, Mikan. While I'm at it, it's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. I don't think it was Fuyu, and I don't think it was Gundam. He was here with Monomi, And Monomi isn't allowed to lie about that. So there's a 2, I'm very sure it's not. Pretty sure it wasn't Mikan either. Speaking of Gundam...
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out! Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you? Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room! However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear! I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Probably like that. What the fuck? Wait, so... Oh, okay, it's this room. I don't remember him telling us, but whatever. Looks like it's locked, but... the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if we use this... And it opened, just as I thought. This key was to Hyoko's room key. It's still possible, too, that Hyoko somehow... killed Ibuki and then someone killed her. But I'm not sure. This is a very tough one to figure out, isn't it? I have some ideas, but it's just too hard to say yet. I want to see that movie, though. So, Hyoko's staying here. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but... I feel a little conflicted. Oh, hey!
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. Why did you lock yourself in her room, Sonia? That's weird. What? Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Okay. You're starting to look even more suspicious, Sonia. The bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Okay, I guess that's a good thing we can rule out. There's a mirror, but it's small and rusty. There's no way anyone could have done this. Also, look at that!
No.
Yeah, that's my running theory at the moment too, Zio. It's fucking horrible that they would have used Ibuki's gullibleness like that. But that is my theory as well. Who cares about the monitor? The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too. If you remember the last game, the third case, Hifumi helped Celeste because he was a simp for Celeste, and I'm wondering if the same thing happened here with Sonia and Soda.
However...
I don't want it to be that, though. However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in the room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make herself lock herself in here?
Perhaps...
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday, I went to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. It would be really funny if two characters I gave the same accent to killed at the same time, on the same case. Though, I don't know. This is the thing, I don't want it to be any of these people. I love all these characters, right? Like, I don't want it to be anyone. And then I saw it. And the one character I really didn't like died. Hyoko is crying and struggling with her kimono sash. That would be kind of funny, though. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash. Mihiru was no longer with us, so... I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, right?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mihiru. So that Mihiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie it on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mihiru taught her. I could not understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, By chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh my god! She went to fucking tie up her kimono in the closet and she probably came out on a buki.
If you do it while standing in front of a
Getting
large
killed.
mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
That seems like a possibility, isn't it? I did say earlier that she has a bad habit of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
That's why Sonia's blaming herself. But that makes me think it wasn't her. Because why would she tell us this if she was the murderer? And that is when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. That would explain that. I can't imagine that. She was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anybody about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? Someone could have been. That's possible. I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe that anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know she was going to be at the venue? Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't know she was going to be at the venue. Something's wrong. But then what the hell is going on at that conference room? I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that somebody made a mess of her room. I don't think she was forcefully abducted. Me neither. I feel like I couldn't really find an important clue. What do you mean not an important? That was a very important clue. That was a super, super important clue. I think I'm starting to piece this together slowly. Whew, but that implicates a few people. Including these two, because they were at the motel. But, well, okay, so we have one more thing to do. The Motive Theater, as I am going to now call it. Nagito!
Hello there.
Well, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That's what she said. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch it.
Hey!
Hey manager, customers here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's a customer. Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it. But I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsunandere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted for being Tsunandere. You even bought that Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? No, I'm not showing that to Nagito. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you showed it to Nagito. Oh, we're talking about the sticker. I thought we were talking about someone else. Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took out the sticker. Ta-da! Sexual harassment! See? It's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this? For $1.5 million? In the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it,
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Okay. I guess we should wait until Monokuma finishes his prep. Wow.
Impossible.
So, Nagito, while we're waiting, wanna do something? No? Okay. Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. You paid $1.5 million for it, too. But, even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone! Leave me alone. I'm sad now. What are we supposed to do while we wait? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. That reminds me, that item should have been on top of the counter. There it is. The hemp bag is gone. The one that looks like a tote bag made out of hemp cloth, the decal. Well, that's why they're making us wait. They wanted us to find this. Ah, did that catch your eye? Oh, blah blah blah. We already saw this. It's a tote bag, and that means it's gone.
What's this?
Well, there. Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveals who the killer is. Oh, snap. So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited time item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. Oh, fucking shit! Okay. It's a common practice to bait customers with a bonus prize. Monokuma, you just told me exactly what happened. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to ruin it, but I definitely figured out what happened. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now
You
then.
fucking did. Looks like preps are done, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait. I can't
This is
wait.
exciting! Oh, I can't believe it. Oh no. Well, let's figure out what about this movie, because there's something to this still. Duh. Thanks for that. Apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D? That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
I hope that this is voiced.
Monokuma was born
Oh my
in a
God,
remote
that voice.
village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
What? Okay, this has already started out retarded. I don't mean offense by that word, by the way. I just mean it in a funny way.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during
Really?
a routine military exercise,
So Monokuma is the main character. Who would have thunk it?
and was whisked away to Monomi's country.
Monomi's country? Didn't even bother giving it a name?
Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
Did he? Is it gonna be a scarecrow, a lion, and a fucking iron guy?
Monokuma met a Monomi
Close.
scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Wow!
the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh my god! This is horrible!
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
He pumped her full of arrows. Okay, interesting.
He also met a Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart. So Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful.
They skipped the second murder. Unless Ibuki was killed by an arrow, but we haven't found any arrows anywhere.
Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
Uh-huh, it's because he murdered her. That's what happens when you kill someone who's royal, I guess. I don't know. What the fuck? This is dumb.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Well, good for you, Monokuma. I'm proud of you. You're a horrible person.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Not gonna lie, that's the second worst movie I've ever seen. Now you're wondering what the first isn't, aren't you? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. Phew. Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I need 2 boxes of the tissues! One for each head! Don't ever say that again.
So...
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial!
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! I am too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. You watched the same thing as we did. I'm sorry, Zio. I'm sorry to everybody who had to watch that. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? I was thinking the same thing. I don't even know if you can... It's like Flash animation. No, not even that. Not even as good as that. But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? That would be an insult to say it was the same as that. Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Motive theater, like I said. I didn't even mean to call it that. Like, I did not realize the movie was gonna be an actual motive. I had a feeling it might be, but it was not even a motive. It was more like they just copied it. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death, too.
But...
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, and he didn't use arrows. But it seemed that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that. Or... if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but... I'm not sure that's even true. So you're not sure about it either, I feel the same way. Oh, and here we go.
Hello! How's everybody doing?
Oh, he's happy.
Me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know!
He's really happy we watched his movie.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
Okay. It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Damn straight, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna find out who fucking killed them. Alright. While I go over to the other island, I want to tell you guys about a game I've been playing. It's not I have been playing Cyberpunk, but that's not the game I wanted to talk about today, actually. It's a game called, wait, hang on a sec. What's happening? What's happening to me? I can't go. Oh, I could go here. Wait, what? Oh, I thought my game froze for a second there. Are we? Oh, they teleported us to the island. That's what happened. Anyway, it's a game called Sparklight. It's a roguelike that is similar to... It's kind of a combination between a roguelike and Zelda, and I've really been enjoying it. It's on the Xbox, and I just wanted to recommend it, because I think it's a really, really good game. It's like $20 US. I just think it's a really solid game. It's basically Zelda and roguelike elements combined. That's what it is. So if you like either of those things, you should check that game out. Anyways, everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey jerk, hold it right there.
Monomi's such a
What?
dumb child.
Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Mikumaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Mikumaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Okay.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, hey!
Hey, did you hear what he just said? Well, if he was dead, I think that would be very clearly told. So I'm gonna guess he is alive.
Huh?
Don't worry about it, there's no way Nikimaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nikumaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. I love Gundam, but I hate how he says those really long voice lines every time he shows up, because it makes me have to wait through them. Anyways. Mild complaint. No big deal. This is the most ridiculous thing ever, I swear to god. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. True. You'll also die, so, you know. When everybody was inside the rock. It's gonna be a lot more noticeable when you're in the elevator. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there, trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Ding! The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Oh, look at it this time. It looks kind of like a medieval castle. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. No, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nikumaru's not here either.
Hey!
Nikumaru really not participated? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ooh. Ibuki. Miyoda, the ultimate musician, sorry. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. Also, just saying, I think it was one of the people on the first panel. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to this third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I actually think I might even know who did it already, but I'm not gonna say because I'm not 100% sure, and I also want to be wrong. But we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting one. I definitely feel like I know pretty well how it went down. We don't have any skills. Well, I suck. Oh well. Let's go! No skills, that's fine.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who
You
cares
need
about
skills.
this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
We got this, guys.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
That's not his goal here, I just don't
Nagito's
think
not
that.
alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Whoa, Soda, that was rude.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you give him shit,
Listen
Akane.
up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Oh my god, that's a great line.
Anyway, we
Hajime's
should
like,
proceed
okay,
with the trial
sure.
if those two can't participate in the arguments.
True.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Oh my god, alright.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Okay, 6 people.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
I'm just saying, this trial is gonna have a lot to do with where everybody was at different times. That was a big part of this.
Spending the night at the hospital
pay
was
attention to
prohibited,
that.
so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Why'd your voice go so deep?
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
I'm sorry, I just hit puberty all of a sudden.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept
That's
all
what I
night,
was saying,
while
she's-
I waited in the hospital lobby.
So that staff room was where she was sleeping. At least the night before.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen
I'm not
was
the only one who saw that hit that his voice went really deep, right? It was weird.
a video of
Oh, I
someone wearing
hate
a
seeing
hospital
this. It's
gown
so
and a hip bag
horrible.
on their head, climbing a stepladder.
That scared the
Amazing.
crappers out of me,
That's
though.
such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
Well, I went home and masturbated.
I tried to
Do you
stop them,
want to
of
hear that,
course.
Nagito? Is that what you want to hear?
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
Oh. He really feels bad for
By
not
the
getting
time
there
I
in time.
arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, at the
We
hotel.
were also looking for Ibuki
Motel.
since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Okay, Fuyu.
And then
Who are you and
I
what did you do with
noticed
Fuyuhiko?
Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Wait, what do you mean in various ways?
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Why are you blushing?
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling
ship
she
it.
was the person wearing the hemp bag.
I'm just kidding, I don't. I ship him and Peko even though she's gone.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Yeah, which, like Theo mentioned earlier, was pretty easy to do considering there was a drumstick.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
That was shocking.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed
Yippers.
the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Good.
Well, it's
I'm
clear what
glad
the problem
you
with
know
this
what's
case
going
is.
on, Nagito.
When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh god damn
Sorry,
it! We're
I'm
not
only
doing
being
this, are we?
impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
I thought that they might be suspicious of Hajime.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
It's okay, we have an alibi.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove.
Whoa, oh, my bad. It says, Soda said, Nagito's the kind of guy who confuse us, just make matters worse. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Explained what? Oh, that's a lot of shit. I guess we'll have to let it play through once just to
Hajime's
see what we need
testimony
to
is
do
clearly
here.
suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only
dude.
witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
Oh,
fault.
that's the lie, right there. The movie thing, because I'm pretty sure they weren't imitating the movie. They were really similar, but there was way too many differences.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
I was expecting us to use,
If
our
Hajime's
alibi, but...
testimony is a lie,
So the...
then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Oh, because we haven't seen the movie!
That would also be a lie.
We haven't seen the movie! We didn't see it
I don't
until
think I
after
can
the
deny
murder.
that possibility.
So it's not that that's a
After all,
lie, it's
Hajime is
that
the only
we couldn't
witness.
have imitated the
Why would
movie. It's
Hajime
actually
lie?
opposite of what I was thinking at first.
Well, obviously because he's the...
Did Hajime
Nope.
kill...
The fact that the bodies were imitating...
Yes.
No, that's wrong!
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
I knew you already knew that. Why are you even
Before the
stalking?
incident, Hajime had never watched that movie.
Nagito!
His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received
What's with
one
the
ticket.
Fuki? I mean,
And they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
I
Isn't
can't
that
word right now.
Monokuma?
Blah, 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 blah.
No mistakes there.
Mikon, what's up with Mikon?
Which means
She was
there's
making a
no
funny
way
face.
Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Then why did you open your fucking
Or
mouth?
did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Why am I soda right now?
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I see. So he didn't want anyone suspicious of us? I mean, I guess I get what he's
Also
saying,
provides a good warm-up.
but I think he's just being a troll right now.
Warm up. This isn't a game, you know.
It is.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Chiaki.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable,
I don't care what any y'all say. She's
let us
best
move
girl.
on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
positive.
Then that seals it!
Zio.
Ibuki committed suicide!
Not necessarily, but kind of.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as
No,
a suicide.
it's not a coincidence.
Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's
Yeah?
ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was. We were in and out of there.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes?
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
Very bad habit when I read the text before they finish saying it and I hit the X button.
What do you mean
My
a
bad.
closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
I didn't even think about this, but what if the what
Yeah,
if the
you're
smashed
absolutely
up
right.
drumstick was just a red herring?
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you
If that's
two,
the case.
Sonia and Kazuichi.
But he's right, they are
Me too?
suspicious right now.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Well, okay, but there's no way Nakamaru did it. What the fuck was that,
Why are you
Monokuma?
talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
That's a really bad joke.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Again, that's if the killer was in the venue, but I don't think that's the case.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is
That's
this
what I
his
thought at
professional
first.
skill?
Well, he is Yakuza. The killer was inside the music venue. Hiyoko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Yeah, Hajime doesn't think so either. And I think I know how that's possible. It's that. Yeah, it's right there.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
I think they held the
By
door
locking the door
closed.
from the inside. No, that's wrong.
Right there. They held the door closed from the outside with the glob. That's how they did it. And that drumstick was a red herring, I bet you.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a
Good stuff.
semi-transparent
Cool
glob
stuff.
stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
No, I think it's glue. Oh, yep, it's right there. Glue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
I still can't believe she
Based
did
on all
that.
I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not. Don't eat it, please,
I
Akane.
believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, A glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
It does.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
We did break down the door easily.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Don't put glue in your mouth, please. Nobody.
What'd you say?
Don't do that.
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
That's what I was saying. Thank you, Chiaki. Oh my god, we're like sharing the same mind right now.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
A red herring.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Yeah.
Then
That's what she's saying.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Yeah, you did. But it's not your fault. We all thought that at first. Like, definitely everybody thought that at first, even me.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
The fuck are you talking about, Mommy?
During the 10 minutes Hajime left
Shush.
the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even
Yeah.
quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Yeah.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
Oh.
And when you
Holy
went back
shit.
with everyone else, Hyoko's body was there too,
I didn't even
right?
think of that.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually killed earlier.
Hyoko's body could have been covered.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That is really clever.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
I was wondering what that all that crap was about. Cause remember there was little scraps of
That's
paper
right,
hanging
but
from the baton?
Just what is this scrap anyway?
It's part of that wallpaper. A scrap is on the music video. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, wait, what are we doing? Oh, are we doing a Hangman's Gambit? Go fuck yourself. I hate these. You guys know I hate these. But we gotta do it. Gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so I'm thinking the word is wallpaper. Okay, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I always fuck this up. Okay, it's triangle. Okay, so it's XX triangle. I didn't want that. Whoops. I need an A, game. I need an A. It's literally giving me, like, every letter in the alphabet except for A. Thank you. Fuck. By the way, nobody likes Hangman's Gambit, from what I'm aware of. I'm trying to get the letters not running to each other as much, but it's like... really annoying. Look at this guy. Guys! Do you see this dumb bullshit? I'm sorry, I don't care. This is fucking stupid. It took like 20 minutes to give me a fucking L. I hate this, like, minigame so much. It's my least favorite in the entire series so far, for sure. And I already knew what the word is, too. Like, this could've just been a multiple choice question. It's not fun. It's just aggravating. And I'm losing a lot of health because of it as well. And of course now there's no R. Because of course there's not. I sort of sounds like I'm bitching, but I really don't like this minigame. Yeah, D1's Hangman's Gambit was fine.
Scrap.
Nothing wrong with it.
Part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper
Anyways.
that's the same color as that scrap.
Here we are, back at this.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you
Yeah.
overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
But why hide the body the first time is the question.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Oh yeah, I've already figured it out, dude. Is it connected to the sudden disappearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the hidden should become clear. Answer. Alright, wait, what are we doing now? Oh wait, we're doing a logic dive for this? Eh? Okay. I'm alright with that. It's better than Hangman's Gambit. I was scared. I thought they were gonna make me do another fucking Hangman's Gambit. I was gonna be like... Bitch, really? How do you jump? Oh, I forgot! I forgot the controls. Completely. What's that button? Oh, whoop. Oh, really? Do I have to do this, like, right at the beginning? How do you speed up? There we go. It's making me do some kind of tricky jumps, actually. I don't totally hate this, but it's better than Hangman's Gambit anyway. I definitely thought I was gonna crash into the side of that. We haven't gotten a single word yet. Oh, here we go. How did it suddenly appear it was hidden? See, I've already said. It was hidden. It's hidden behind the, wallpaper. Which is super clever. I didn't think of that at all until they started, basically handing it to us, like mentioning it. A curtain. Yeah, that's what it was. A curtain that we haven't talked about at all. At least it's easy to, like, figure out what they're trying to say at this point. Logic Dive's pretty cool. I think they're a little bit long for, like, what they are, but... Oh, wow! I was not paying attention. I kinda zoned out. Because, like I said, they're long. Oh, whoopee! Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie! My bad, I thought I was, good there. I'm also trying to hold down the speed button as much as possible to get through this. What did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Forming a wall doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, okay, cool, we did it.
It's all coming together!
At least I visually like this one, and it's not, like, too boring to watch, but...
I got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
That does make a lot of sense now, though, when you think about it.
They hid the pillar?
They hit the pillar.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
It was like black,
so when I first discovered
like the background.
body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hanging body.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
And keep the attention off of, Hyoko.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar.
Yeah.
So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Well, they probably had to take it down pretty quickly. They had like,
Killer
what, 10
must have
minutes?
been in a hurry. Their
Yeah.
plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
She's right.
The crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Yeah. Please.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Really, Monomi?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monomi 2.5?
Monomi, you're making Monokuma sad.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Okay.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
That's weird too.
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
Yeah.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
So the reason that they chose the imitations was to mix up the killing order, because they wanted us to think that the first kill, which was a hang, was Ibuki, but Hiyoko was actually killed
The
first,
reason
which
the
is
killer
something
imitated
I
two of
already
the
said,
murders from the
I was
movie
pretty sure
was
about.
so we'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
So she didn't walk in on the kill, though. Which is a little strange.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Gundam, are you okay? What did you sit on?
Oh,
Did you sit on
I
a stick?
see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying.
Oh,
right?
Chiaki! Shots fired!
Even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look,
You're being a
Ibuki
jerk,
died
not
because
her.
she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
I see what she's saying,
What's wrong
yeah.
with that?
But it seems Ibuki
Yippers.
was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
It was indeed a stick of the
Man, he's
netherworld,
being
and
annoying
it's up his
again.
butt.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she's very smart.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. Yeah, seriously. I think it's best we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Oh, we're doing it this way, though. Oh yeah, it was the blood in the souls.
When
That-
Hiyoko
ooh.
died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her
We
walking?
have it right here.
If her feet were on the floor, was
Yeah.
there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even
Sign
any
she stepped on.
footprints of the crime
Oh shit, that's what I had to. Oh well.
Maybe her
My
feet
bad.
were
That's
on
what
the
I had to
floor.
shoot.
That she was like sitting or something.
No.
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
No, you would
Weak,
like that,
weak,
wouldn't
I
you?
say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Yeah, it's because there's a stick up your butt. You can't pierce your heart with a stick if it's up your butt. Anyway, let's just go ahead and shoot that.
I am telling you to. Did you see her walk?
If her feet were on the... Was there any sign she stepped on something?
What?
I agree with that.
That was weird. I shot it and it didn't break. But yes, that was it. We saw blood on the bottom of our
Just as
souls.
Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Yes.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
Indeed.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil
Gundam,
eye.
what are you doing, man? This is making you look really suspicious too.
Is
What are you
that
doing?
it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Yes, it is, because you're being
Are you
weird.
sure you're sure? If
What?
I show
What?
you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you
Gundam!
know.
The fuck? What the?
You're so frightened you can't
His
even make
face
a
is my
sound.
face right now.
It seems you've realized our
Touch
difference
me.
in status.
No, I have literally no idea why you're fighting.
However, the time
Oh my
for
God.
conviction starts now. You
Alright.
better entertain me to the fullest.
You're entertaining us, that's for sure. Oh, that's probably
You're
the
saying the
smudge.
blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no
Take
blood.
this.
You can't step on
Oh
blood
crap!
that
I was
was never
supposed
there.
to.
Just about
It's
one
really difficult
See a
to
nice nightmare.
hit the three. You have to hit like 2 buttons at the same time.
You're saying the blood on each.
I don't care.
Impossible!
Whoop 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 whoop.
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the. You can't step on blood
It's
that was
really
never there.
freaking annoying. You have to like hit the button and then hit another button. But in
You're saying the blood
there's
on
like a bit of a
Ibuki's feet
delay.
belonged to Hiyoko.
It's fine. I got this.
Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was
do
no
remember
blood
this
on
fucking-
the floor.
There we go.
Through those words!
He would make a good entertainer. Oh my god,
That's
though.
not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say
Yip,
such
yip, 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 yip.
foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
If we do, actually.
I do.
And I just used it on you.
If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it. And the
Oh,
killer
you know what else?
probably didn't even realize it.
I'm realizing too is that this is changing
The reason
everyone's
they wiped
alibis.
off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yeah, and if the murders happened the way I'm thinking they did,
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
it means that they were killed before Hajime walked in here.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of
Really?
us were aware of
Is
that
that
fact.
true?
So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Yeah, dude,
Fine
just
then.
stop with that.
But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Sure, I
Can't
guess.
you just shut up and back off?
Thanks, Soda.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last
I was
time
just
too?
thinking that,
Hey,
actually.
if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Suicide.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me? Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was
Wow, that
really
was blunt.
murdered.
I think somebody... If somebody told her to offer... Because remember the movie? Monokuma told Monami to kill herself.
For example,
and then she did.
It's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
I doubt that's what happened. There's no way.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That
Yeah,
means
so
anything can
I
happen.
think it's opposite. I think somebody told her to kill
But
herself.
if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
But that's why I think it was someone who told her, and then they also killed Hyoko.
After
There's a
Hajime
killer
saw the
here for
hanged
sure.
body,
That's what I
the sudden
think.
appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was
Exactly.
alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki,
What?
she was just pretending to be dead.
What?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
No, I don't think that's right. You can't fake hanging yourself. What?
She
That
hanged
makes
herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Indeed. No one would. That
Her
does not
body
make
would have been
any
defenseless
sense.
in that state. If anyone touched her,
I know it
that
sounds
alone would have
naive.
ruined her plan.
I know this sounds naive, but I just don't think it was Ibuki. I don't see her doing that.
See. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
So this is the part I figured out, and it worries me because it puts somebody really on the suspect line for me.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
I think we've already come to the conclusion that Ibuki was dead for sure. And yes, I think someone forced her.
Perhaps they used hypnotism or
They
something?
didn't need to. Despair disease, guys.
I don't know anything about that.
Yes, you do.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime
Whoa.
has seen the video, it is
Okay.
clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
Yeah, sort of already said.
Cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime
Yes.
see that video?
So, I think it was live, but I
saw
don't
it
want
at
to
the
say because I
hospital,
almost feel like
right
I'm gonna.
before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the
Let's see-
body
let's
at
see
the
where
music
this
venue
goes.
a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement.
I actually kind of hope I'm wrong on this,
And since we
honestly.
established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. For who doesn't have an alibi?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Hang on. I do have to check through the truth bullets just really quick, because I have to look at what those alibis were. Where's the X? There it is. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime. After she went to the hospital to check on everyone, realized Ibuki disappeared, rushed out to search for Ibuki, and was then apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital. They split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater, didn't find anyone. Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono had disheveled and she was unable to tie it. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror, so she was in the motel with Hyoko. None of them really have a solid alibi.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement.
But I think
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Except
so
for
everyone who
Sonia.
stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an
They
alibi.
technically, none of them do.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
not
Operation
true,
Destroy the
though.
Weakest Alibi has failed.
I'm gonna go with my gut on this one.
We can
Cause
exclude the sick.
there's
and
3
what about
people
the
it could
right before
be,
I was totally
but I'm
sleeping.
going with my gut.
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi,
Oh
that's
no!
wrong.
Oh no, I was right. Damn it, I hate being right sometimes.
Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Yes, but...
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We were together, baby.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Soda.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Chucky?
Too much info.
It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Yes, she did. She came to tell you his condition improved, and then she went and checked on him again after?
And we went to the hospital.
That's what you're
together
trying to say,
afterward.
right?
So we were together until
Mikan?
right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
I'm starting to think
The
maybe
killer
that wasn't the
decided
case,
to
though.
falsify the murder
But-
sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into
I love
a
that she
corner
called it that.
instead.
It also could have been Sonia or
But-
Fuyu, but...
Committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
No. I'm starting to think I
Faking
know.
the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
A different reason. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside the trap set by one of us? If so, then, what kind of trap is it? Ugh. That's our break.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Stop it, don't characterize me with someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What? What's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you a chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll be boring to appeal. Come on. If your appeal is successful, you might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Isami, magical miracle girl Isami. It's an itty-bitty girl who likes sweet like milk. Who's sweet like milk? Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Okay, he's just basically spouting nonsense. Oh, chance time for Mario Party, yeah. Totes. I totes feel you, man.
I'm Monami.
I hope I'm wrong.
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
The hell is going on right now?
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this?
Monami, we don't care if you eat moss balls. We don't care. It doesn't matter.
We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school
Oh lord,
trip,
she's talking about
but
this.
it turned out all bloody instead.
Yep, that's what happens.
No!
Danganronpa.
This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't
Like no
lose
one ever
to
was?
yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
All very good pieces of advice. I will do those things. Okay. Alright, we're back. The killer did an imitation murder. Is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
That's because there was this really weird thing. Don't worry about it,
Did
it's
I
fine.
confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
They couldn't because it was against the rules.
Well, it's against the rules
Yeah,
to kill
thank you.
3 people in the first place.
I was really hoping we were gonna have to go through a whole thing explaining that when it's already been
That rule is
explained
too
twice.
harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Okay.
Seriously, just shut up already!
It might not
Shut up
even have been
forever!
you. It could have been any of us that got killed.
But I'm thinking about
Oh,
it
okay.
again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
Oh my god. I just realized
That's the lion
something.
that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation,
The
lion
people
was
who
actually killed
died
by arrows, right?
were like the characters that died in the movie.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Yes, but... So the lion was like
Maybe they just used a
Hyoko.
common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
Or, no, not the lion, the second one.
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Oh, neither of them were like her. Oh, that even makes more sense. Yeah, okay. So, I think what's going on here is she was maybe they were trying to take out the 3 people who were infected by the disease, the despair disease.
I understand the imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor
No.
imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details?
So Hyoko was
Like
in the wrong
what?
place at the wrong time.
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Okay, so my thinking was that Hyoko was killed on purpose, but now I'm thinking that no,
So,
she was in the
you're
wrong
saying
place
the truth
at the wrong
behind
time.
Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
So Nagito's right, he actually would have been one of the victims. He was targeted at least. The brave lion was not brave, like Akane. So she might have actually been the intentional victim there. And they also wanted to mix up the order because the first person was hung. I know what I'm trying to say, but I keep confusing the animals. Never mind, don't worry about it.
Why did Hyoko
I think I know what's going on.
go to the music venue?
She went because of...
I need to know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it...
No,
maybe
I don't...
she got abducted by the killer.
We know she wasn't abducted.
Maybe. She went of her own free
That-
will.
I agree with that.
She went because of what Sonia said, so that part was true. Sonia wasn't lying.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
And so she probably walked in on the first thing happening with Ibuki, and they had to kill her because of it.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
And so they last minute had to like come up with something like really quick.
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono.
Oh, I
they would
see,
have put
yeah.
it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that—
I won't lose!
That. But no, not this again. Really? God damn it, these kids.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yeah.
This should be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
Because we'll all die, Akane.
No,
What the fuck?
That's not the issue.
We'll literally all die if you're
Enough
wrong.
with your fancy
But you
talk.
are.
I'll shut you up right now.
Okay, here we go again. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something.
What are we supposed to use here?
The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and
Oh, Sonia.
forcibly abducted her!
Hey, well, I had to look through the thingies.
The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her!
No.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right?
Yes.
She definitely got abducted or the killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted
Wait, where's the
her!
thing I need to hit?
The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her!
Oh, we just have to push her over. Okay, we're going around to... Oh my god, I forgot about that completely! Damn it!
Hyoko was
Sorry.
locked inside her room, right?
Oh well.
She
Let's keep
definitely
going.
got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room.
We have a certain number of cuts,
forcibly
but I think
abducted
it's
her.
fine.
The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
But
Advance!
Hyoko's room was locked.
Yes.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the—
The killer was the one who locked the door.
No.
So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
We already explained that we couldn't! Oh my
There's no
god, there's
reason for
3
the killer
rounds
to
to this
put the key in.
shit?
The killer probably didn't realize— Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's butt. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, did I just slash the wrong thing?
Crap!
Oh, it's true that it was messed
Hold
up.
on!
My
Try
bad.
remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No?
Allow me to cut through those
No
words.
way. Little Hyoko fought the killer? No way.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Yeah.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she
Oh,
decided to
boy.
go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue. and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
Jeez, Akane.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her
Soda.
admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no.
Then, the killer
Thanks,
probably
Hajime.
couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
That is true.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Jeez.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Guys, could you maybe not threaten each other during a murder trial?
For his sake.
For his sake.
For my sake.
Oh my god, Sonia likes Gundam, doesn't she?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was
So
an
I was
unfortunate
right.
coincidence.
She walked in on it.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Yep.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki.
So, because Ibuki was the first in the motive video, the first thing was a hanging.
The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
True.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer
Oh.
actually planning to do?
What? Wait.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Hopefully.
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning, I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. You know it.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
Unfortunately, we do need his help.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
That's right, there was.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Wait a minute. No. Oh wow, he just said what I just said. Wow. Okay. Ibuki had blood on her feet. There'd be footprints all over the place. She kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
Mikan? Why are you stuttering? I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. On the stepladder. She would have left footprints on the fucking stepladder. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, cause look, there's no... Am I right? Oh, wow. Okay, I was right about that.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
To be fair, Nagito, I noticed that, and so did Chiaki earlier. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kamada, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Oh, we saw a video, Mikan, and it was not filmed in the frickin' bar.
I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless
Guys,
there was
get what I'm
something
getting
funny
at?
about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So as I thought, it comes down to that. Mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, we should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw the video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know about the debates, I should be able to figure out what's strange. We already know that, right? It was...
Here!
The side wasn't bloodied. So it was fake.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Or it's opposite of what I said, my bad. Basically, I think the video was fake. It was faked in the upstairs room of the hospital.
Can you explain it to us?
With the black curtains in the background.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
It probably came from Hiyoko.
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
And we already know there was two
Wait,
hempigs.
are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
Who would have thought this would come down to a stepladder?
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills! Is it okay to say that?
Yes.
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but... if that's the case, the only thing that's different between that video and the actual crime scene of the crime is... that thing. The place where the killer did something. That thing? Oh, game! Oh, that's a long word. No, not M. I think this might be location. So... wait, let's just make sure it's not the first word. Ah, okay, it's filming location. Except of course we don't have an L. Oh, there it is. Boop. Watch out, F. You're gonna get shot. Or run into some... Oh! Damn! Oh my god, look at those, like, things, like, narrowly missing each other. I just gotta get on it. When I see the letters I need. Oh my god, I don't have an O. Oh, wow. I really don't have an O. There we go. I think I did something special there, because it made it like a much louder sound for some reason. And now I don't have any eyes, and all the letters are crashing into each other horribly. Oh, I didn't know I could put it back down like that. I can spell, guys. Just can't. It always does this. It like waits the longest time to give you the letter that you need. I hit the wrong button. Damn it. There we go. Got it. Got it. We literally could have just said that with a multiple choice or something, but okay, cool.
That's right. Cool. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I know they're trying to mix it up, make it interesting or entertaining, but oh my god.
I
not
mean,
like that
the video
minigame.
I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
Yeah, I think it was filmed in that back room.
Somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Ah, we're doing Logic Dive, are we? Well, that's alright. Go! That reminds me of Mario Kart as well. Whee! Hajime, the surfing boy. Whoop! And I went straight off a cliff, because I wasn't expecting it. I'm not very good at these kinds of games. I'm not horrible at them, but it's not... Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera. No, I can't get over to it in time! I didn't know there'd be 3 options. The camera part of the camera. The camera part of the monitor. Wait, no, wait. I can't say words. You know what I mean. I would not want this as a full game. Like, I don't mind this minigame compared to Hangman's Gambit, but I don't think I'd want this. I don't know if I'd play it as a full game. Wow, look at it go around and around and around. That make anyone else dizzy? Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? I think at the venue. Oh! Because one at the hospital we were watching, so it had to have been the music venue camera. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. For a second there, I thought I was gonna fall again. It's not too bad of a punishment for falling, though. Man, this one has a lot of spinny spins. Oh! Balls. It's hard to talk when I'm trying to concentrate on all that shit. What did the killer do with the camera, with the music video surveillance camera unit? They took it with them. They couldn't have increased the signal, only Soda can do that. Yay! We got it, guys! Hell yeah!
It's all coming together!
I do like that little transition there. And then they destroyed it.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Oh my god, that's it! That's how they did it! They killed them both, then went to the hospital, and faked it to make it look like it happened later.
At least when I first discovered Ibuki's body.
I get it now, okay.
But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Yeah, don't blame me, man.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
It's like I just said, they destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally reasonable.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which, yeah, so that means it has to have come from the hospital. It's like I said, I think it was a conference room. If that's the case, where was the video filmed? Make it look like it was filmed at the music venue. Is the freaking conference room. That place inside that building. Oh, god damn it! Really? We just did this! Fuck off, game. You can go fuck right off. I don't even care if I'm saying that. But I did figure out a few things about it, that I can do this. So that's cool. At least I figured out how to play the game a little better. I don't need to see! Go away! Look how many damn C's it's giving me! Motherfucking game. Okay, here we go. Conference room. I don't need another. I will never need another F. That was rude. I forgot how to spell it for a second there. I need that E. I need that E game. Did you see that? The C was just like bloop. I'm gonna need an O later, that's for sure. I don't need a fucking F. Really? Oh my god, I hate this game. Guys, I hate this shit. I just really don't like it. I can't even tell you how much I hate it. But whoop. And now I need another fucking E, which is right there. Nope. Yep. I thought that was an F for a second there. They merged together on their own and made me click it. Yeah. So many letters that I don't need. Also, the cursor could be a little faster too. That would help a lot if it was, if it moved quicker. Oh my god, there we go. I can't believe they just gave us 2 of those in a row just to say the thing that I already knew.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference
room?
room?
Oh my god, I was right about this.
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
I knew this as soon as I saw those black curtains in the back, cause they could just close the curtains and use a candle to. That's probably why they had to use a candle.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those 2 places resemble each other.
Yeah, did some work. I forgot it clear. What that work was. If I have to do another Cayman's Gambit right now, I'm gonna punch someone. Okay, good. This is what I like. I like this stuff. It's fun. And it's really cool. I like the way it all spins.
There's no way the conference room
Is it there? Yep, it's right there.
and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That
must be it!
It's kind of the same thing, but...
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Exactly, because they used those black curtains in the back that weren't there before.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident...
Oh yeah, look at that. I actually forgot, but like, yeah, that is a big difference.
It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
It's because it wasn't.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is...
It's in the hospital.
The same color as the music venue stage.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Nice, Nagito.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
It's a very funny coincidence, but...
curtains.
Yes.
I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Oh yeah, I mentioned this too. Something else they did had to be that. Oh. It's the, candle.
I can prove it with this!
That's why they needed to use the
candle.
candle.
The candle in the music venue, right?
Because if they had actually done the thing in the video in the music venue, they could just use the lighting in the venue.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
I thought that at first
might have been
too.
Another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference
I know who it
room
is,
and the music
guys.
venue
I
are
know
so
exactly who
different.
did this.
They couldn't be used during filming.
And I really hate it because I like them.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Why are we rubbing
The
that
incident
in?
isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No.
That's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake should have been... this.
I see!
Yeah.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
It was a fake. See, I thought it was too. It was her at first.
The killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put
And they
on
did
a
a good
hospital
job.
gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
And so that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set up the trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video... There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly...
It was to change the... It was to fuck up everybody and make us think of the alibis and everything.
Naturally, the killer's identity will reveal itself.
It already has, Hajime.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. I really like this character.
You're the only one! Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Nope.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact,
that's what I
fly
thought.
would probably kill her first.
That's honestly what I thought. I wanted to think that.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
Yeah.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Right next to where she was sleeping.
Is that also a coincidence?
All she had to do is, after she did it, go sneak into his room and lie on top of him. It's easy.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
Exactly.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If
You're
someone wants
busted.
to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second!
Never would have thought her. See, at first I was suspicious too because of the fact that Hyoko was killed, because Hyoko was such a bitch to her.
What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible.
Right.
Can't you give a better defense than that?
This shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like
What do you
Akane
mean?
said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
She wasn't slow-witted, she's a really smart person.
That slow-witted
saw a
remark
lot of that.
is not necessary.
As a nurse.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
I don't want to, but yes.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Whoa, she's turning them all against us. Everyone's getting up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. I know, right? If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
What?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept
No
quiet
better
on
time.
purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Jeez, nervous.
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the
Yeah,
supermarket?
that's true as you.
That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full
Holy
strength,
shit.
and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
They killed her before she was hung.
Oh my god. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't mean much of a clue. Oh.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this
hey,
case's
Joey.
killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
If you want... okay, I would just say that we're suspicious of Mikan at the
More
moment.
importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Its words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? Okay. So we're talking about the rope.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Okay.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Oh my god, I see what he's
the scars they
saying.
leave would look different too.
Because Mikan
Scars? You mean the rope
said
one,
that
right?
she hung.
But we believed
For
it was
sure.
from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because Mikan
Did we
said
fall
it.
for someone's lie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was it.
That must be.
It was Mikan said it because she was the one who investigated the body. I see what he's getting at now.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
That proves it was her. no doubt Ibuki was hanged by this rope, right? Yeah, she said yes, exactly.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is...
But why?
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling, just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I gotta agree with that. I mean, at the very least, she's been very confident on her being a coroner for us,
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
That's what I was saying. She got gullible disease or whatever the hell.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
Like I said, she was gonna kill all three of you.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Why is he taking this so personally, I wonder?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
We're gonna die if we don't fucking do this, man. He's right.
There's no way! I'm capable of killing someone!
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop!
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I see what he's saying.
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her. But I still want to believe her.
Exactly. That's how I
Belief
feel.
lies at the heart of that conflict.
Like, this whole trial, I had a feeling it was her, and I didn't want it to be. I really didn't.
If there's no room
But
for doubt,
it just kept
then there's no reason to believe.
pointing at her
there?
more and more and more as we went.
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
What the?
Ah.
What
so
the hell?
Then, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like
Is this gonna be like Celeste?
Always!
Where she has another side to her?
It's all her fault!
Oh no, that's really
She's the one
bad.
with the problem! I'm done with that!
Holy crap. Okay.
Hey, Mikan!
She fucking snapped!
It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair, 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 not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Oh snap! What does she mean?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
I agree. Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me!
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah! That's right! Show me your proof!
I don't really ship them.
Because you're just assuming
I like
the
them
video was
both, but I
filmed
don't
at the
ship them.
conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy!
No, you're crazy. Clearly.
Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! The video...
Guys.
I never filmed that video!
This behavior alone proves that it was her. So why do we even need to prove it?
Arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once
Okay, but it was
again.
clearly her, right? Could it be? This was Chiaki's goal all along. She's saying everybody's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please!
Your behavior, girl. That's your friggin' proof. I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. What do we have here?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
I don't know what any of those would...
Who could have filmed that video?
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Jeez, what the
Is the
frick?
handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
No.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Okay.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, I think I was supposed to grab that. I thought it did grab that. Okay, I think I'm supposed to grab
Can't think of
that.
anybody who could have
Because
filmed
none
that
of
video.
I don't think any of this
Do you have any proof?
helps.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that. There's no way you'd be. So please for.
Hajime, pay close.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, yeah, I think one of those things she said had to have been a mistake. We have to think about it.
I'm not the killer.
We can't think of anybody else other who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell
Killer's
her body
mistake.
type under the hospital gown?
No.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight?
The only thing we haven't...
No way you'd be able to make out her butt. So
Okay, the
Hajime,
only thing we
If you're
haven't
the
talked
only one who
about
can point out the killer's
that we don't
mistake.
have a truth bullet for is the camera angle, so...
I'm not the killer!
We can't
Did
think
she
of anybody
slip
who could have
up?
filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on? Is the hospital
I'm gonna try
slipper?
it.
Could it be the hospital slipper?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body type just from that just from that camera angle.
Oh, okay, that was it. Because it's the only thing we haven't really talked about.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Oh yeah, that's true too, right?
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason
Exactly.
Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Uh-oh, she's broken.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, you definitely need to check out the VOD, dude. Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Agreed,
That
Soda.
tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You
No,
remember that you saw me
bitch.
detail on it,
Don't
right?
fucking pull this right now. We already know it's a bonus
Don't
item.
worry about it. I remember even if you
No, it's not true though, Monokuma. Oh my
There's no
god.
mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Wrong.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far.
Seriously.
Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
She's not even saying until you say it's not me. She's saying forgive me as if she had actually done it. Oh, hi, tutorial person. It's time for the third panic talk action. It's probably gonna be my last job during a class trial. Well, thank God for that. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Oh, great. Below the tempo marker, in the lower portion of the screen, a number of bullets are displayed. At this point, you'll have one bullet destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the X button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by hitting square to reload. Just like locking on, press the square button in time with the tempo marker. Control is the same as the X button. Okay. Number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. Oh right, this is the tempo thing. Okay. That's why. Okay, this wasn't making sense to me at first. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed. I don't like any of this. If the difficulty level is so gentle, you won't have to reload. Guess this was a useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trial. That's up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. But you and I both yearn for true despair. Well then, good luck and have fun. What the fuck was that?
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not going anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Alright.
You still haven't forgiven me? Forgive me! Forgive
Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about that reloading and stuff and crap.
You're done for! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? You still haven't forgiven me? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for!
Sorry I can't talk much during this, I have to try to keep this tempo
Can you
going.
forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already?
Whoa, what the?
I'll do anything you want. Shall I let you punch me?
Oh, I don't like that, I can't see it.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me?
I just remembered about that.
Forgive me!
My thumb's getting sore, my thumb's getting sore, oh my god.
Done for! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
Theater prize. Bonus theater prize, right? No, okay, I did it wrong, sorry.
Why only me? Please, draw on me!
Oh, I guess maybe it was theater bonus. That doesn't even make sense, but I guess that's what it was.
Can you forgive me already? You still haven't forgiven me!
Nope, I'm not forgiving. Nope, no forgiving.
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at
This is the end!
Theater bonus prize? Bonus theater prize makes more sense to my brain, but okay. Sure. We got it.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Jeez. Wait, yeah, Monokuma straight up told us.
Should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Cause you killed two people!
Her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikan, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning, and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Alright, gotta do the closing argument. These are always fun. Okay, let's see here. Actually, I should probably look at what's missing first. Okay, what I saw on the monitor. What did the killer do after the broadcast? We walked in on it. The body was hidden before the small clue left. Put it back to normal after destroying it. How was the real locked room created? Which was that goo. Oh, that's it. Okay. I don't remember them ripping off the velvet. What's left of the surveillance camera unit? This might be this. Nope. Okay. I thought it might have been because you saw it right there. Is it this? Okay, that goes there. Yoko was taped to the pillar. So, she would have been killed. Yeah, and they were different during the broadcast. So is this go here? No. Crap. Ripped off the menu thing. that might have been here. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. They ripped it off and it left the clues in the oh, crap. I put that in the wrong order, apparently. Okay. Threw off the hemp bag, no, Monami's tote bag. That must be this. Okay. Last stock, thank goodness. Goo! Broadcast hanging. Rich piece of baton lighting. Breaking drumstick in half and turning the switch. Okay, well we saw this. What is this then? Small clue. Is this? Oh no, it was this. It was this. Yeah, see, that's... I thought this was that before, but they're the same, like, idea. Anyways. That was the glue.
Here's everything that happened in
there we
this
go.
case.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that
I love
only
these.
saw.
These are so cool.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside.
Who would?
Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open.
That's very
With
clever.
that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Yes, Monokuma? Are you gonna explain what the fuck is going on? Alright, well... Yay, we did it. Or whatever.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Oh, wait, we have to vote. That's what he's saying. Of course, we're gonna vote for her. Oh, geez, though. Alright, I got some reading to do now. Now then, though it may be obvious at this point...
Correct!
You got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right! The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsubiki!
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Well... Don't just laugh, say something, this is going nowhere.
What's going on?
It's Jick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Tsumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Oh, Hajime. Has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's something soft and really hot. That's right, Mikon felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
And then because of that disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope. Harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why. She can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now. That she's been affected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Oh, what's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh?
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 Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly...
It's love.
What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well...
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand. But love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm looking through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But
if this means you remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me is most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everybody can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? I think I might know. Are you saying that this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? And to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about. It's me, I'm the loved one. It is I. No, it's Diogard.
You serious?
You knew. No. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as the World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future... That's right, that symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was the Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
Oh, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right? Monomi. I knew it! Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of this crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no. You'll all find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this truly you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were all like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up till now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. He makes me filled with despair. You guys accepted my past self but not my present self. That's...
Well,
that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but... in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So it was true all along, our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering as much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. It's too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
See, she's talking about her beloved being someone who's dead. And that she's... I think it might be Junko.
Let's give it everything we've got!
That's the only thing I can think.
It's punishment time!
Oh, here we go. Wait, what? I thought you were gonna stab her with that. Did she? Did what? Okay, what just happened? Just think what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry. Is she blasting into space? On a giant fist? Yes, that's definitely what I thought that was. Oh, okay. That was a very odd punishment. That was literally like Team Rocket. It was so silly. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki and Hyoko was Mikan Sumuki. And she's been executed. Into the sun, apparently. She apparently committed her crime because she was affiliated with the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't really matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth us being a symbol of hope.
But
even if her words were influenced by despair disease, if the disease turned her into that. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, I thought he was gonna stab that needle into her and then like, she blasted off? It was very strange. She lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being the symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards, collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward her. And now there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong!
Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on!
The traitor's still alive. As proof, see how fine Monomi looks right now? I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Phew!
Who cares about what I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just keeps on going and going, and I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now is not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come out after ups. But if life is full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Is he talking about Nikomaru?
Huh?
Could it be Nikomaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? And Nikomaru is safe after all. Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nikomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. That light of hope. I am happy Nikomaru is returning to us, but I...
So just as I
Three
thought.
of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nikomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hyoko, Mikan. Can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Mikumaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Mikumaru. Let's make it a grand. Even for those who died. What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. No, I think she's just genuinely crying. Mikumaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others had finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nikumaru's body. Huh? Nikumaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around till I finish talking. So if something bad happens after because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nikumaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. What's he talking about? Oh, I guess we're going to find out. Let's go find out, why not? I really want to know. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach! Alright, let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept on running toward the beach on the first island. I don't see him. Where in the world is Nikumaru? Hey, Nikumaru, show yourself!
Listen!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
Oh, what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Nikumaru!
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh,
Noticed
you mean
what?
this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nida!
My god!
I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
He's a fucking robot! What? Dude, that's epic! Okay, Sonia, it's not that big of a deal. Girl, calm down. He's got a chin spike! Okay, so apparently Nikumaru's been turned into a robot. And we have 14 whatever the hell's left. Okay. Well, that was kind of an uplifting end to this, wasn't it? After that, like, horrible task trial. Jeez, though, we're down to 9. We're down below 10. Danganronpa. Well, guys, this is a perfect time to end off today. Oh, we got a nurse's apron. Mecha Nikumaru! Alright, well, that was a pretty cool way to end it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, whether it's on live or on a VOD. I super appreciate all of the support. If you haven't already, if you could give me a follow on my Twitch at twitch.tv.dragoncaboose and like this video, I'd really appreciate it. You don't have to, of course, but I would love if you could do that. And we'll see you guys again. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take a day off on Thursday because I'm getting a root canal. I know I said that last week, but I had to get an infection cleaned up first, so I'll be getting that on Thursday. But once I'm over that, we'll get right back into it. I should be fine by Tuesday. Is he gonna fight a kaiju? Oh my god, I'd love to see that. I don't even know what to say about that. We got a freaking robot Nikumaru. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I just want to check something really quick. I want to see if his report card's gone. Yeah, it does have him as a robot now. Look at that. That's great. Well, that's pretty cool. Love you too. I love you guys, all of you guys, man. Like, I can't begin to describe how much I appreciate the support from everybody. And I'm really excited to see what happens next, so we'll get right back into this on Tuesday. Until next time, have a lovely rest of your day or night.